Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Eamon Khan here with the Mighty Celt Tyrone McKenna and podcast natural Tyrone McKenna. Tyrone, how you doing,
Yeah.
sir?
I hope you're tuning into the podcast.
You know what? I don't have enough time to watch everything.
Come on, Jesus.
But I'll be honest with you, I won't be one of those guys that say, "Yeah, I watch it all the time." What I will promise you is I will get to it. I will get to it.
Okay. Okay. As long as you watch the clips are the main thing.
Yeah, the clips are the main thing. You're the type of person who always sells himself in those little bite-sized moments. I wondered, you and Joe Parker ever thought about doing a collab on some social clips?
I loved his stuff on lockdown. It was unbelievable. So yep, anytime Joseph Parker wants it, me and him will go head to head collab and come up with something unbelievable. We've got a new promo coming out in a couple of weeks for our next Whiskey and Wait live podcast, which is going to be pretty good. Pretty excited for it. So keep your eyes peeled.
How'd you come up with them?
I don't know. I just sit in the house bored. Like, say during camp, I know everyone always like kind of waits and expects a good promo from me. So during camp, I'm always sitting there on my own board. So always just like trying to think of something new and something different for my next promo. And it's getting more challenging every time I do one because I'm like, fuck, and I'm always trying to top the last one. So it's tough, but it always seems to come off. So hopefully this one will be just as good.
Hopefully it will be. Just before we get into the boxing talk, sticking on the podcast talk, dream guest, and you can't say Mike Tyson.
Dream guest? Do you know what? I love two people. I love Theo Vaughn, and I love Jordan fucking, he's all over I don't know what's he called, Jordan what?
Peterson.
I love him. I love watching his shit. So them two, because they'd be two like different kind of guests, one more serious and one just full of madness and jokes. So them two on together would be ideal.
Not Ricky Bowick.
And yourself as a third.
I don't think I'm quite there just yet, but I was going to suggest Ricky Bowick.
Who?
Ricky Bowick.
That'd be good. That would be good.
Be a quality one. You and him bouncing off each other. Now let's get into the fighting talk. You've been a while out of the ring as a fighter who brings excitement, like yourself, Tyrone. People want to see you out. So what's the situation with yourself?
I honestly couldn't tell you what's happening. So I was supposed to fight Liam Taylor in December. That got called off. Obviously, he had the flu or whatever. And then I was promised I was going to get a fight in January, and then I got pushed back to March. And then some things happened there, and then I got pushed back again to May. I was supposed to fight in that undercard in McConnell's show, but people were they weren't willing to fight it. I offered a few people. They were off asking for ridiculous money, or they were saying the time wasn't right and stuff like that. So, like, it's just been difficult. Like, it's annoying because I'm 33. I'm not young. To be 9 months out of the ring, and through no fault of my own, no injuries, no not training, no fucking about. I'm ready to fight, and not getting the fight is just very, very frustrating. Although right this week, I've got good news that I will be in a massive fight here in hopefully August time. It's not concrete. It'll be concrete in the next maybe 7 days, but it's a huge fight for me. And it's a fight I'm excited for. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this one doesn't slip through the net, and I get to announce something big next week.
Yeah, fingers crossed this one doesn't slip through the net, like you say. Can you tell us? Like, you dropped us the information, but can you give us a few hints as to what that is, Tyrone?
I can't even. I can't even. I'm always scared to say any hints, and then it doesn't happen, and then I'm like, oh fuck, it's because I open my big mouth. So I try and keep stuff shut down until it's actually 100% concrete on contracts or saying stuff. So, but the title on the line is a great title to have, and when I win it, it'll push me on to have probably a big world title fight. So, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the future. I was going through a spell there, 9 months there, just not hating boxing, but just being fed up with like training that and being on and off in camps, thinking and getting a fight, not getting a fight, and just that kind of side of boxing is really frustrating sometimes. And you just want to, you're a boxer at the end of the day, and you just want to get in the ring and fight. But that was annoying me for the last 9 months. So to get this kind of news this week, it's perfect. Although it is around a date that I booked a holiday. I was like, right, there's in Belfast, there's always a fight the very start of August. So I said, right, I'll be fighting at that, and then I can go away on holiday. So last year I booked this holiday, spent a fortune on it for my family, paid it off, and then yes, the other day I got that phone call, and I was like, "Fuck sake!" I literally just booked like a holiday over the date, so had to cancel that. And book another holiday. The sacrifices you have to do for fucking boxing is ridiculous.
Is this where, look, the podcast side is great and it's taken off, but it's also a good distraction away from boxing when it isn't quite going your way?
Yeah. I will be honest, and outside of camp, I think people already know I don't live the best lifestyle. I drink a lot. I eat garbage. I don't really go training because my training's down in Dublin, so I wouldn't say I live the best life outside of boxing in the past, but now that I've got this podcast under me, it's given me something to focus on, something like outside of camp. Like, the reason that I was living on a healthy lifestyle and eat shit and maybe go to the bar one too many days a week is because you're bored in the house and there's nothing to do. You've no job to go to. Everyone else is working and you're just sitting in the house bored. So it's just to pass the day. But now that I've got the podcast and getting guests on, I'm thinking of different ideas. I'm doing challenges with Tommy. Me and Tommy are organising live events and stuff. So it keeps me out of trouble, basically.
We certainly got that experience under your belt from learning those lessons. But talking about things that have changed over time, that Jose Felix win has changed over time. It looks a lot better than it did the first time round.
Well, did it not look good the first time around?
It did. No, it did for sure. For sure, the fight was great. I was there myself. But unfortunately, with Gary Cully losing, I suppose it makes you look better in a sense.
It does, but I hate that comparison because Gary Cully's my friend. He's a gym mate. I sparred a lot of rounds with him for a lot of time for Gary. So I hate people attaching that to Gary's loss, and it makes Tyrone's look better because it makes me feel like bad about it. But the thing is, Jose Felix, I think a lot of people sleep on Jose Felix and how good he is because he was signed with Top Rank for a spell. Top Rank aren't just going to sign anyone; they sign the cream of the crop really. So he obviously holds a lot of talent to be signed by Top Rank. And I think he had a wee spell of just messing about himself, and I've heard that he drank too much and stuff, so they let him go. And then I fought and beat him, and then I think he started taking it more serious again. And just unfortunately for Gary, he got caught a lovely shot. It was a beautiful shot. He obviously studied Gary and had a game plan perfect for it. So fair play to Jose, but I think Gary will get the rematch, and Gary will come again and maybe take it. I think he did take it serious, but I think you know what to expect the next time around and be more cautious, maybe.
Is that the type of fight though where you just kind of have to go to the trenches and just dig it out?
I think so. I think with Jose, he's a very good boxer, but if you don't give him time to box, then he can't do what he wants to do. And then I don't think he holds the same kind of engine that me and Gary possess. Me and Gary's spars are high pace spars. So I think if you put him on one like that and don't give him room, don't give him time to breathe, he'll fade in the back half of the fight. That's exactly what happened for me. I just put it on him and didn't let him breathe for 4 or 5 rounds, and then he died to death. So I think that is kind of the game plan you need to bring to the table.
Switching back to yourself, what weight are you going to be campaigning at in this next fight? Is it welter? Is it super light?
It's welter. Then the super lightweight days are well and truly over.
They're gone.
So, well, I probably could make it was a massive fight offered for me in light welter, but I feel comfortable. I feel better sparring and stuff at this weight, and I feel like it's time to move up. I think when it came down to fighting it, I was boiled down too much, and I lost a bit of something. If you watch my spars and then you watch my fights, you can see that I am much better with a bit of weight on me. in sparring compared to fights.
I think you caught onto this, boxing fans caught onto this, and myself as well. Like the idea of you and Marku on opposite ends of each other in terms of press conferences and fights would be a great thought. But why did that fight not come about?
Well, the first time was he just became a father. He wanted time. Well, he just had a fight, and then we offered him another fight, and he said, "Look, he wants to spend time with his kid," which is understandable, fair enough, 100%. And he said, "But he's interested in the fight." So, as like happy days, once he's ready to come back and have a fight, they said maybe April time, and this was in like December time or something like that. And I said, "Right, fair enough. April, I can wait, and I'll fight him in April." So that was the plan, and then I heard he was getting a fight, and I went, "Right, he's going to be asking. I'm going to be getting a phone call to get offered Marku because we'd offered a couple of times, and it wasn't like he rejected it saying, 'Nah, I don't want to fight him.' He said it just wasn't right that day to accept the fight, so he did want to fight me. So once I heard he had a fight, it was like, right, I'm getting this phone call, and I'm going to get offered it. And then I heard through the grapevine that another Irish guy had got offered a fight, and I thought, you know what, that's disrespectful. Like the fight's there for me, with me. I want it. He says he wants it, and he went. And no harm to Dylan Moran. I like Dylan Moran, and he's a good fighter, and I wish him luck in the fight. But I'm a bigger name than Dylan Moran. So why is he wanting to progress? He's WBC silver champion. He's saying he'd fight anyone, and then he's going round me to fight another Irish guy. And like as I said in other interviews, I said I would take the exact same money that Dylan Moran took. I was asking for more, but I said I'll go down. I'll take it. I'll cut my wages more or less in half for that fight because it's a fight that I really want. I think it's a fight that the fans want. I think it's a fight that would be fun to watch.
Do you think you ever get that? Do you think you and Marku ever meet in the ring?
I thought we would, but I mean, the way he's carrying on, I doubt it. Like he's gonna say he beats Dylan Moran, then he's gonna be well ranked in WC, and he's gonna try and maybe go for a world title or something because he is getting highly ranked. So I think, I mean, it's up. The ball's in his court. I am here to fight anytime, any day, anywhere, basically. But like, I'm not holding my career for him, so I've already got this big fight lined up in August. So I'll be taking that. Once I win that, Mark will be way too below. He's below me now, but he's going to be way too below me after that fight. So
the fight I want to suggest to you, and you might feel it's below your level as well, but it's a very interesting fight, I think, in prospect is, I might be wrong here, but Echo Esserman, good fight, you and him.
Do you know what? I've never watched him. I know his name. I know who he is. I've never watched him, but so I couldn't even tell if it was a good fighter or not. I don't even know what way he boxes, but he's had some good wins. I think he's ranked higher me in boxing and stuff. So I mean, it is a name that I would definitely fight that for the money's right and I get it offered. But actually, I haven't heard his name pop up ever in conversations. So it's not a fight that I'm chasing, but it's not a fight that we'd reject either.
The name I suggest as well is Liam Parrow.
I'd love that fight. I've actually asked for that fight a few times. But that man is another man. Doesn't look like he wants to fight. He pulled out Robbie Davies Jr. Then he gets his shot with Prograis. He pulls out that. He needs to be wrapped in bubble wrap. The much fucking injuries he's getting. But if he wants to come back, he's gonna have to have a fight soon. He hasn't fought in quite a while, just like myself. So, I mean, it's a fight I would love. He's highly rated, highly ranked. He's the same with Matchroom. So, yeah, but he's definitely a name that I'd love to fight. And I actually think I'd bother him.
Well, a couple of things for me. Two fighters you've fought against, seem to be on a collision course with each other, that being Regis Prograis and Jack Catterall. For your eye, if they do fight, who wins?
Jack Catterall or Prograis? Honestly, I think Prograis wins. I think Prograis is fucking unbelievable. Like in the ring, he was just his head movement so underrated. His defensive skills are so underrated. His punch power is frightening. The guy got hit his jab, and I went, "Oh, you see my eyes going, fuck me, that's his jab." So like he's definitely the hardest hitting man I've been in the ring with, and he's a lovely guy as well. I like them both. I like Jack Catterall. Though Jack Catterall hits like fuck. He showed how classy he was in his last fight. Or in the fight against Shaw. Sorry, I didn't watch the one against Foley, but Jack's lethal. He's got power in both hands as well. But I just think Prograis is an all rounder. Like he has everything you need in boxing. He has it. He's tough. He hits hard. He's unbelievable footwork. He's class movement. He's smart. He's educated pressure. He's good at feinting and stuff like that. So he's got everything. So I just fancy Prograis.
And then final thing I want to ask you: look, a massive fight in the welterweight division finally happening. That being Spence versus Crawford again for your eye. How do you feel that fight goes?
Crawford. I think. I just think Spence. Ever since his car crash, he's been a kind of stop starting and not. He hasn't been as big of fights as Crawford's been in either. Crawford's been tried and tested in massive fights. I don't think Spencer's been in a couple of big fights, but nothing on the caliber of really what Kelbrook's been in, or Kelbrook Crawford has been in. So yeah, I think Crawford, but I think it'll be a tough fight. It'll be a close fight. It'll be a technical fight as well. I don't think it'll be like this big, exciting fight that everyone's expecting. I think it'll be very chess match oriented, where very technical. Who's the better technical boxer? But I think Crawford points.
A lot of people kind of mention that car crash, and to relate it to yourself as a fighter, have you ever come across an injury you felt, look, coming after it, hang on, I feel a bit different here after that injury?
Don't know. I've had a back injury once, and it put me in hospital after pads. I fucked my back up, and I was in hospital. And after that, throwing certain shots, I was always wary. It was always like, can I whip it in as much as I want? Because it was an uppercut that caused the, I don't know what it was happening in my back, but it was an uppercut anyway. So I was always wary about throwing an uppercut for a long time. After, I was always like, right, my back's going to fucking go again if I throw an uppercut. So I don't think physically it might do anything, but I think mentally it does. I think mentally your injuries that you have had from something like that can play a factor. Like it does, that still plays a factor in me today. Like I have to go to chiropractor every week and stuff like that. So it does play a factor.
Imagine us and boxing fans will be discussing that until the fighters are walking into the ring. Tyrone, hopefully we'll be seeing you soon walk into the ring. You got me wondering who you'll be fighting soon. Hopefully that lands as well too. Much appreciated. Thanks so much for speaking to Seconds Out. We'll hopefully talk to you soon.
Thank you.